Other news, the Navy is now investigating after one of its training jets crashed this afternoon near Orange Grove. This is video from the scene. The plane carrying 2 pilots crashed alongside County Road 308, that's off Highway 359 near Orange Grove. A Navy spokesperson tells us the pilots were able to safely eject before that plane, a T-45 Goshawk trainer, caught fire. And we've since learned that both pilots have been taken to an area hospital with minor injuries. That is certainly great news. They are expected to be okay. The investigation into what caused the jet to crash is just now getting underway.